Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day. Today we are going over some band exercises for arms. So you have a couple of things that keep you going, keep your arms getting stronger. I know many of you are heading back to the gym. Some of you are working out at home, and bands are very easily accessible on Amazon. So let's just go through a couple quick band exercises. It depends. I'm using a red TheraBand here. It depends on which strength you buy. So I recommend having a various array of colors of bands. So that way you can start off on the lighter side and go towards the heavier band. Make sure that you understand the progression of your bands. And there's so many out there on Amazon. I don't know exactly where your particular colors are. For this one, this is a light to medium one. So just kind of be aware when you purchase a band which strength you're purchasing. So there's a couple of ways to make things a little bit easier while you're doing band exercises, regardless of the strength, but you want to make sure that you're doing the appropriate tension for you. And I always say start off on the lighter side as opposed to starting off heavy and having to kind of back down or actually injuring yourself. So a couple of band exercises. So this one we can just, this is a knot in the middle of it. You don't have to have a knot in the middle of it. But the first one we're going to do is just put this right underneath your foot and lift out to the side. Now, there's a couple of variations of this. To make this harder or to make this easier, you can change where your foot is. So if you put your foot all the way at the end of the band, this is going to make it a little bit easier, okay? The more you leave or the higher you put that foot up on that band, the harder it's going to be. So just remember, it depends on where your foot is on that band, but depending on if it's harder or easier. Now, if this is really difficult, you can also start by doing this and shorten that lever arm. So you're just coming up here. What you don't want to do is you don't want to do this. All right, that's not an exercise we want to do. And what it might be for another thing, but that's not the arm exercise we want to do. And we don't want to do this. Okay? So a lot of times there's this motion that we don't want to do. So you want to bring it out to the side and then down, nice and easy. You really want to watch in the mirror so that way you're doing this exercise correctly, whether it's out here or whether it's here. I recommend 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 15. It's more of an endurance exercise, I realize, but that's what we are working towards when we're working with bands. We're working with strength and endurance. The next one you can do, right, and not actually change anything, is a bicep curl. So again, depending on where your foot is on this band, it's going to make it easier or harder. So you just want to have that band nice and easy, and you're just going to pull up. You want to make it harder, put the foot harder or higher up on the band, so you're just pulling nice and easy. What you don't want to do with this is let this happen. Okay, it's not this, it's not gravity assisted, anything, all right? You want to go up and down nice and slow. All right, taking your time. The band is going to pull you down. All right, so you want to control it on the way up and on the way down. Again, you don't want to do this. It's not this, okay? It's just a nice, steady, and easy motion that you want to do. The last exercise I'm going to show you, we're going to stay right with the same position. So you have 3 exercises without really moving or doing much of anything, but this one's just going to be a front raise. All right, so again, position the band where you feel you're going to get the best exercise, and all you're going to do is just lift this up in front. Now, if this is too hard, you can bend this elbow and you can do a front raise like this. You don't, again, want to do this, want to do this. Nothing here should move. So you're going to get a little bit of an ab workout this because you want to tighten your abs as you lift up. You don't want to come above shoulder height. We're not doing this, all right? It's about to shoulder height and then back down nice and slow. All right, and another thing you don't want to do is that shrug. All right, it's not this. It's nice and easy. And then finally, you don't want to snap it back. All right, break it up into about 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 15. So even as you fatigue, you're able to maintain good posture and you're able to make it easy to go up and down. You should be tired by 10 of each set. So if it's not tiring, you want to find a better band, but you don't want to be really struggling and then coming down here because you just can't lift that band up. And there's some very heavy bands out there. So even though this one is a little bit lighter, and some of the ones you feel may have you doing it very easily, you don't want too much of a heavy band where you're having to really lean back, or it should be manageable, and you should be able to get in 3 sets of 10, but you should be feeling it at the end of that 3 sets of 10. It should not be easy by any means, but it shouldn't be to the point where you're using all of your body to actually get that band up. If you or someone you know is suffering with pain and wants a free consultation with a doctor of physical therapy, all you have to do is call our office at 215-997-9898, and we'd be happy to get you in. Thanks, and have a good night.